outcome of that fight was going to be. It was pick a round, but you knew the outcome. Okay, so going into this one, they get the same. But I think Malignaggi does it. Forget Diaz. Diaz is gone. You guys, I'm telling you right now, as long as McGregor can keep his foot on this side, he's going to do it. I'm the one who told you that McGregor was going to get made. Financially, it made sense when everyone else reported that it doesn't. Well, I'm telling you again today, as long as McGregor can stay on the boxing side, he is. Because the numbers don't lie. 4.4 billion pay-per-view buys. 100 million streams.
Shane Mosley retired this year, but I thought Shane Mosley had died in a car accident, so I'm pretty shocked to know that he was alive and that he had retired.
You're so mean, Lee. He's got to keep fighting. I don't think he stays retired either. He's got to keep fighting. He got ran through in the boxing and through the divorces.
I've never understood Shane Mosley. He's Roy Jones Jr. Next name is Roy Jones. I'm not giving time to Shane Mosley. You know what? I bet money and lost on Shane Mosley. I'm not going to give any time to Shane Mosley. I don't get his career.
So right now you have Mayweather still fighting.
Can you I know that you can, but let's be honest. Mosley basically screwed up his own career by continuing to fight and fight badly.
Yeah, and going to 154.
Yeah, right.
He should have fought Felix Trinidad right after De La Hoya. Listen, there is a story, people. Don King and Trinidad offered Shane Mosley $12 million to fight Trinidad after the De La Hoya rematch, and Mosley said no because he thought he was going to get a rematch with Oscar for like 15 or 20 million, and then so he went and fought Winky Wright for 4 million, and we all know what happened with the Winky Wright fight. So yeah, really, really bad decision back then by Mosley. But
then all his hoes, his Pomona hoes, took all his cash.
Yeah, I know he got hit hard on the divorce thing. Now, I know it was a type of divorce where it was like always in the courts for more money.
That's Hey,
he made this much in the Mayweather
Pomona
fight.
Hoes.
Will you stop?
Don't mess with Pomona Hoes.
It's the mother of his children, Lee. Stop it.
Dude, I'm in Walnut. I could probably throw a quarter into Pomona from here. I don't go into that town. You know why? Pomona Hoes.
Hey, you know what name I forgot? Timothy Bradley.
Timothy Bradley retired because he has one eye on the side of his head.
Now that everyone else you have fighting still, maybe Timothy Bradley gets in.
No, Timothy Bradley's not going into the Hall of Fame. He hasn't done. Okay, first of all, Mosley's not going into the Hall. I'm sure. Wait, by the way, your entire list will go into the Hall of Fame. They will. Okay, they all will at some point.
Of course.
But do they deserve to go as a bigger question? Mayweather's first ballot, no question. Mosley should not be there. Mosley has not done enough. Mosley is a journeyman at best.
And got caught in Belco. He got caught in Belco. He admitted that he was dirty in De La Hoya too.
Out. Okay, next name. Timothy Bradley. He's a journeyman.
I don't know, man.
Timothy Bradley and his bad eye.
He beat Manny and he beat Marquez. He beat
Big
Povetkin.
Deal. 2 wins do not make a career.
Hey, I don't know. In boxing, sometimes great victories like that, dude. Because those are
then you go to the next
fights.
name like Roy Jones Jr. Roy Jones Jr. to a certain point in his career is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Light heavyweight, like the stuff he does.
Didn't he test positive for steroids?
Not to my knowledge.
I think he did, bro.
All right.
Yeah. So listen, he's got that knock on him. Okay. One that gets swept under the rug a lot, like so many other American fighters that do bad things, and we seem to call them great anyways. And I'm not saying that Roy isn't. I told you he's my greatest fighter of this era. I never seen anything like him, but that did happen. So a little bit of a knock, even though I think.
All right, so we eliminate Roy Jones. Timothy Bradley's 2 wins. He doesn't deserve to be there. Mosley, no question, should not be in there.
I think in the baseball world, Lee, he would be eliminated, right? Their Hall of Fame is a lot more stricter on getting in.
They forget about it after 5 or 10 years. They don't.
No, they haven't yet.
You know what? When
they haven't yet.
At some point,
they'll
forget everything in baseball.
All these old guys, they're going to move on. The new guys who don't care about roids, actually, Remember, a lot of us young guys thought baseball was a lot more exciting back in the day than we do in today's state of the game. Even though they got the one guy, what was his name, Judge? He just broke Mark McGwire's rookie record, so he'll probably test dirty here in the next 2 years. Sure. But now, hey, that's the first thing. That's the first thing you think of now. As soon as they break a record in the home run record in baseball, what do you think of? Oh, he's juicing.
Absolutely.
How do you beat a juicer? How do you beat a juicer, Lee?
Well, Andrew, the next name on your list was never caught dirty. He is the real life Ivan Drago. He was champion, undisputed with all the belts for nearly a decade. He is arguably, he is. He's one of the top 10 heavyweights of all time. He has to be discussed.
They hate on him. I know.
And they hate on him. And here's why. Because he's European. Klitschko and his brother, who I've never seen at a party together, and I believe that they're just photoshopped. They're the same person. That's my theory. I've never seen them live together at the same time.
Yes, you have. You stop it.
It's my theory. I believe that all the Kardashians are one person.
Oh, the youngest one got pregnant. What a dummy.
They're all pregnant.
What a dummy.
The three of them are pregnant.
Hey, you know her mom was like,
Chloe
so
banged
stupid.
a basketball player. The young one banged some
her mom was like,
rapper.
Did you record it at least? Oh, my God.
So the youngest one got the chewed up rapper. Chloe got Tristan, who's a chewed up basketball player.
I have no idea.
Oh, Chloe's pregnant from what's his name from Cleveland? Tristan, what's his name? Yeah,
Baby products at 20 years old is not what that mama had in mind. I'm sorry.
And
mad.
Kardashian West, Kim.
Yeah.
She's got a surrogate that's pregnant.
Win for the rapper Scott.
Again, I have never seen physically all the Kardashians together, and I believe they are all photoshopped. I think there is one Kardashian female, and they're just all photoshopped. That's a great conspiracy. The Klitschkos aren't real. There's one Klitschko, and then they're photoshopped. Andre Ward,
Klitschko,
first ballot Hall of Famer.
Okay. Let me say something about Klitschko. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
In your state right now, what you're saying, Klitschko walks in. He's going to walk right in. If these other guys... he walks.
No question. Like, the first time they throw a ballot out, his name's at the top of the list with a big red circle around it by all the boxing writers.
Look, hey, people, how about this one? You guys go do the history. When, Roy Jones is getting his acknowledgement into the Hall of Fame on his first-time ballot because of what he did in the heavyweight division, Klitschko's the champion at that point, and Roy never fights Klitschko.
No, he doesn't.
So.
And if you base it on personalities and their perception to the media of all these fighters, the person that has been the darling of the media is also Klitschko. He's approachable. He's smart. He interviews well. He'll interview with anybody. He's a super nice guy. I mean, that's reality. He's in. Andre Ward in. First ballot Hall of Famer. Good guy. Bad management. Guy should have $600 million, and he doesn't. Hopefully he doesn't wind up broke and doing stupid things in Russia.
Yeah, that's it. Like I said, 5 years, Lee. 5 years is going to prove to us if Andre is going to really retire or not, because what will he be, 38, 39?
I don't know what he's going to do for a living. I would assume he's got enough money.
Listen, enough money in our world, yes. I don't know what his overhead is as he's been coming up in the rankings. Did he overspend? Did he save?
I don't know. I spend an inordinate amount of money, and I don't know what Andre does. Marquez lives in Mexico, so it doesn't matter. He can officially retire indefinitely. That's not even an issue.
Walks in because of his fan base. There's not a lot of Mexicans on that card.
No, and the WBC likes him.
Hey, what about if Cotto retires in
Jose
December?
Sulaiman Sr. was probably the godfather to somebody related to Marquez,
Lee,
like he is with everybody from Mexico. Somehow Sulaiman is connected to every Mexican fighter ever.
They all are, yes, sir.
How is that possible?
If Cotto retires in December, does he make the list?
No.
No?
No. I've got to be honest. I am not on the Cotto bus. You want me to be. I'm trying to be.
Asking. No, my name's
I don't even think Cotto had as good a career as Mosley.
He doesn't have a big win like the De La Hoya first fight.
Mosley fought everybody.
Yes. Yeah, the Margarito's a huge fight.
Cotto's all cherry-picked. Cotto is legit cherry-picked.
Cotto had a lot of bad luck in boxing, Lee.
Bad luck. That's what you call it. Is that what we're going to call Deontay Wilder? So when we're discussing Deontay Wilder...
Wait a minute. What about the loaded gloves, Lee? Cotto has no control over that.
Tell him to load the gloves.
Hey, Top Rank didn't know that. This is a trainer and a fighter. This is something that they're doing. They're the one. Now, Cotto could have fired whoever he had watching Margarito wrap his gloves. That man should be fired, okay? But Cotto had no control of that, and the very next fight Margarito was in, he was busted for loaded gloves. Cement, plaster, you guys. Plaster in his hand wraps. Manny Pacquiao. Okay, there was a lot of people that thought Manny Pacquiao was juicing at the time. I mean, he's peaking at the time he fights Cotto. That is his absolute best night in boxing, is the night he fights Cotto. Cotto had two fights with top-ranked guys that they were under the radar. I mean, seriously, Margarito, everyone knew what happened in his very next fight. And Manny Pacquiao, a lot of people thought he was juicing. Lee said he was scared of needles, said he was scared of blood, but he has tattoos, right? It might have all been a ploy, you guys, to get us, to milk us for the Mayweather-Pacquiao thing that Al Heyman and Bob Arum sat down in a restaurant a long time ago and talked about. Maybe that's all what it was, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe Manny couldn't take it. I mean, wasn't it one of the greatest things Mayweather ever did when he brought up the anti-drug association? They weren't VADA, they WADA. I think they were World Anti-Dope Agency.
Yes.
And that turned out to be a fucking joke, right?
Yes.
Then we found out that they were giving the Mayweather team the dates of the fucking surprise testing. They weren't tested. They were only testing him for like 6 months or something out of the year, so everyone knew there was a possibility he was juicing for 6. Never got caught. But what a great thing that Mayweather brought in to cover his own tracks, if that's what he was doing. And he got Manny. He nailed them on it because Manny was sure in the fuck scared of that fight after that thing all turned up. I was in the room when Floyd Sr. brought it up, Lee. I was in the room.
You know what I know, Andrew? That the next time I go to Las Vegas, I'm going to LasVegasDiscount.net.
There you go.
So for all of you listening, listen to this commercial, and we'll be right back with more of Andrew right after this.
LasVegasDiscount.net's the best there is. Save up to 50% on your next Vegas trip. And travel, rental, shows, and tours. Find the deals you're looking for. LasVegasDiscount.net. LasVegasDiscount.net. If you're going to Vegas for deals that are the best, visit LasVegasDiscount.net.
Remember, LasVegasDiscount.net. It pays for wayward children like Andrew to go to Las Vegas in the near future. Won't matter because he'll probably produce more children. Probably. I mean, let's just be brutally honest. That's probably what's going to happen. They'll just keep having kids. You're going to have to tie that thing in a knot. You're going to have to cut it off, sear it, tie it in a knot, put an end to it.
If it happens again, something will have to happen there.
Brutal.
Right now, it's good.
You're okay right now?
Yeah.
You're allowed to keep it? For now?
Yes, sir.
Moving on, pound for pound. Now that Andre Ward has retired, Chocolatito has been defeated. Who now is on the pound for pound list? Here's the name that gets bandied around, and I can't believe they're talking about it. If you're a frequent listener of the show, you will understand the joke. If not, the guy's name is Wigwam or Wong Juice or Wong Pung or whatever the name of the guy is who beat Chocolatito. So Duck Duck Goose, yes, I've named him Duck Duck Goose because at least it's amusing. is the guy who beat Chocolito. They're talking about putting